مثل ما هي لايف.
We did it. We did it, Joe.
Mostly peaceful nukes popping off in Lebanon, boys. That's right. Take a look at that mostly peaceful nuke lighting up the nighttime sky, sending a shockwave of holy balls for miles and miles around as Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's administration tells you that the Middle East has been the calmest it's been in a decade. Joe Biden just the other day told everybody, well, mumbled to everybody, oh, we're going to, come on, man, do the thing. We're going to make sure a wider war doesn't expand in the Middle East. 2 seconds later, reverberations heard in other countries. This blast was so big. And now we're going to send a third of our Navy is already in the Middle East. A third of our Navy. Who sent a third of our Navy? The dude who you guys just forced out of the campaign, right? I was told that this is the smartest, most on point, sharpest Joe Biden that you've ever seen. Sounds like you're talking about clones, by the way. And then you forced him out of his campaign 12 seconds after that. And he's clearly not running anything. He's been on vacation 50 out of the last 51 days. But somehow our military is being mobilized to fight other people's fights. Again in the Middle East. And who sent all of these people there? Who's sending all of the troops that are now heading down there? Who's doing this? Because it's clearly not the guy that you guys don't trust enough to run for another election. And it couldn't possibly be that goofball who is noon o'clock drunk, man. What an insane situation to be in. And so right now you've got a campaign from Kamala Harris, where you have all of these lefties telling everybody that they're super duper stoked that Dick Cheney, you got all the Cheneys, by the way, you got his goofball Miss Piggy looking daughter, all the Cheneys are supporting Kamala Harris. You guys keep telling everybody that George Bush, mission accomplished, by the way, is about to endorse Kamala Harris. You guys are the neocons at this point. You're neocons with rainbows. And this place is completely on fire, and we shouldn't have anything to do. Why are we sending our sons and daughters to this area to get vaporized? I'll tell you why. It's money, by the way. It's money. And all of you idiot leftist goofballs over there celebrating this administration, you should be sent over here. We should drop you off. We should take you, your rainbow flags, and your for Palestines, and we should airdrop you into this area. You go fight this war. Because you ain't paying for it. You don't pay taxes, by the way. You ain't being robbed through taxation theft to pay for all of this, by the way. There you go. This is Stu Peters. He's asking, did Israel just nuke Lebanon? Well, I don't know if that's a nuke. Imagine if it was a nuke. People would be screaming about radioactive isotopes or something like this. But it's a gigantic, big bomb. And we've got a more destabilized Middle East than ever. Which is why they're telling you that it's the calmest it's ever been. And they don't expect a wider war. 2 seconds later, you got this. 2 seconds later, you got this. So all of these people, if we lived in a legitimate civilization, we'd be like, hold on a second. All of these same people, the Joe Bidens, the Valerie Jarretts, the Kamala Harrises, mainstream media dickheads, they all told you that the economy was going to be crashed and we'd be in World War III if Donald Trump was elected or if Donald Trump was reelected. Meanwhile, you have Kamala Harris on the campaign trail telling everybody once she's elected, she's going to lower prices. Why don't she lower prices now? She's the VP. It's her administration. No, don't worry. It's the strongest economy of all time. Bidenomics. I notice you ain't saying Bidenomics anymore. I'm noticing that she's campaigning that the economy's all screwed up. And now every place in the Middle East is on fire. Lebanon's on fire. You've got Palestine on fire. You've got Syria on fire. Iraq is back on fire. Afghanistan's on fire. It's spilling over. We're blowing up places in Yemen. We're blowing up places. We've even expanded it to Africa. We've blown up the Congo right now. And so, of course, you know, fortified elections have consequences. And all of this didn't happen under Donald Trump. None of it. None of it happened. You lefties weren't campaigning on fixing the economy when Donald Trump was running in 2020, because the economy was fine until you guys unleashed a bioweapon on this country or on the planet. And now this place is completely on fire. This video is insane. This video is insane. And again, the Biden-Harris administration has sent a third of our Navy to this hellhole and is sending more and more and more troops to this area. You're not the anti-war party anymore. You have Dick Cheney endorsing your candidate. How in the world, again, how in the world is this happening? Well, it's because we live in a crazy propaganda-induced society. And you idiots on the left-hand side are perpetuating this. We should ice all of these countries out. Every single one of them. If you guys want to fight, go ahead and knock yourselves out. You idiots want to go kill yourselves in these deserts? Go ahead and play that game. But you're not doing it with our money, and you sure as hell ain't doing it with our people. Not with our sons, not with our daughters. Oh, hell no. And while you guys are dicking around over here, blowing each other up, we're not sending you. You're not going to get any of our medicines. You're not going to get any of our Choco bars. You're not going to get any of our jeans. You ain't going to get anything. Yeah. No. We're going to focus on making sure that our country is not all imploded. But no, the Biden-Harris administration is going to continue dumping money because they're stealing the money as they dump it in here. Wars, all wars are bankers' wars, and all wars lead to profit for these scumbags in the establishment. And that's why the establishment hates Donald Trump. Because when Donald Trump was in office, everybody was like, what's he going to do? What's that guy going to do? Should we blow this place up? I don't know if we should blow this place up. That we don't have a compromised goofball in the White House. He might stop us. And so none of these idiots were doing any of this nonsense when Donald Trump was in. But there you go. We're right back to a completely destabilized, on fire Middle East. And it's all due to Biden, Harris, and Microsoft totally for serials not rigging elections, boys. They would never do that. They would never do it. They would kill and kill and kill millions and millions of people, but they would never, ever, ever manipulate an election. Holy hell, what an incredible video. Thank you guys so much for watching this crazy video, supporting this ridiculous channel. If you want to be kept up to date on World War III, hit that subscribe button and make way, because the salt must flow.